Let it begin, let it begin. Can't hold back my anticipation anymore. Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and welcome to Frozen Month, where throughout the month of November 2019, the majority of my content will be Frozen releases to celebrate the release of the highly anticipated sequel to Disney's highest grossing animated feature Frozen 2, and for part 1 of Frozen Month I shall be sharing with you guys my top 5 favourite Frozen characters. My Lion King month was one of the greatest things I ever did on my channel, so I thought why not do the same for Frozen. Frozen currently has less characters than other franchises. Because I've yet to see Frozen 2, I can't include any of the new characters from that movie on this list, so just characters from the first movie will feature on here. So without further ado, if you want to know my top 5 favourite Frozen characters, then just keep watching. At number 5, Kristoff. Kristoff is a lovely dude, and we see a younger version of him in the opening song of the movie Frozen Hearts, though we don't see him again until the middle of the movie, when he goes on the adventure with Anna to convince Elsa to bring an end to the eternal winter, and you can see he's well equipped for the chilly wintry conditions of Arendelle, as I always wrap up warm for winter, and Kristoff is consistently supportive of Anna, and you're just like, Anna, fuck Hans, marry and be with Kristoff. You deserve a lovely gentleman like Kristoff, but thankfully Anna does realise this, and it looks like her and Kristoff's romance could be expanded upon in Frozen 2, now that they are finally a couple. Oh, funny I should mention Sven. At number 4, Sven. Now, Sven is the Toothless of Frozen. I applaud Disney for finally making a lovable, silent character, because they animated his emotions through his expressions. You can see his constant happy and playful character, and he will pull Anna and Kristoff sled through the thickest of snowstorms, and he's simply the most ideal buddy for Kristoff. And if you look at some of the trailers for Frozen 2, you will see that there is a herd of reindeer in one scene, so could Sven in Frozen 2 finally have a love interest? We'll see. At number 3, easily the most beloved supporting character of Frozen, Olaf. Now, there isn't a Disney store on this entire planet that doesn't have Olaf toys after Frozen. My sister also has an Olaf toy herself, as Olaf is her fave character. And yeah, Olaf has become one of the most treasured Disney characters in general, and Josh Gad, buddy, just stay well away from Disney live action remakes from now on, and just stick to voicing Olaf in the Frozen franchises, as I wasn't the biggest fan of you in that atrocious Beauty and the Beast remake, but as Olaf, you frickin' excel, Buzzy. When Elsa brought Olaf to life when she's performing Let It Go, she had no idea how much charm and heart she gave this little guy, and he's become the first snowman in history to ever love summer, and he's also the most important of the supporting characters, as he's the one that lets Anna know that true love isn't always the cliched love's first kiss that you see in fairy tales. It can also be family love, when you put somebody else's needs before your own. This is what helped Anna save Elsa's life in the finale. And now we come to the top 2, and you all know what the top 2 are. At number 2, true, Anna, Elsa's little sister, and Anna still deserves just as much credit of the two Frozen sisters as Elsa for me, as the first movie is also her story of never giving up on her sister, no matter what, and in the first few scenes of the movie, Anna is such a sweetie pie. When she's a kid, she only wants to play with her big sister. But so uh, so we're just we're just crying until we don't have any more water left in her eyes. When Elsa is shutting out Anna and avoiding her in fear that she may hurt Anna again. And so you can get Anna's motivation of wanting to find a true love immediately after she's spent her entire life in the palace with a lack of company. But sadly, Hans uses her naive ability to manipulate her, and Anna does grow to learn that not all people are trustworthy, especially Hans. She goes from being timid, curious, and shy on her adventure to a fearless, total badass by the climax when she sees that her sister needs her, and Kristoff is a more worthy love interest for her than Hans ever was. And it's Anna's love for her sister that finally saves Arendelle from that eternal winter, and I'm sure Anna will be far more badass in Frozen 2 than she was in the first. And Christian Bell's voice is freaking adorable as Anna. Christian Bell should voice more Disney princesses. She's that awesome at it. And my number one favourite Frozen character is, you all called it as from the beginning, Elsa, Anna's big sister. Elsa is the queen of Frozen and the queen of Disney in general. She may be the best Disney female character ever, and she's one of the best Disney characters ever written in general. She was initially going to be the villain, but thank God that didn't happen. She works far better as a misunderstood character who wants her to keep her powers hidden. But you just want to punch everybody in the Kingdom of Arendelle who labels her as a monster after her powers are revealed to the kingdom, because she isn't at all. She only wants her sister to be safe, and it isn't her fault she has these powers. She was born with them somehow, and we're finally going to have the answer to why she has them in Frozen 2. And her song Let It Go is, you simply can't have Frozen without that song, and that is the definitive Frozen moments. I can see why everybody ships Elsa and Jack Frost, as they are both badasses with ice powers. But yeah, Elsa's ice powers help her finally be a Disney princess that can fight back and can stand up for herself physically when she's holding off Hans and his cronies when they raid her ice palace to take her prisoner. And Elsa's also one of the few Disney princesses like Merida from Brave that needs no love interest to be strong. She shows that women can be strong on their own, and it's sister love that saves the day for her instead of romantic love. And Idina Menzel's voice acting and singing voice for Elsa is truly electrifying. She is one of the goddesses of singers, and so you can see Disney saw the theatre show Wicked and they thought she's Elsa, and they were right. Also, Elsa is the hottest of the hot among the Disney princesses. I mean, and her dress is is so glam that I can't handle it. Yeah, I am proud to call Elsa the best Frozen character. So that was my top 5 favourite Frozen characters, and I can't wait to hear your top 5 faves in the comment section below, whether we agree or disagree. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and who are your top 5 favourite Frozen characters? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.